I am so pissed off.
What can I do?
Hey, what's up internet? My name is Courtney-Jai, welcome back to my channel. It's very nice to have you here. Now, today, I'm going to be talking a little bit about Heartstopper. Also, I'm going to be talking about Joe Locke and Kit Connor. Now, if anybody does not know what Heartstopper is, I don't know how you could not know what Heartstopper is if you've been living under a rock. It is an amazing show, which I can proudly say I was a part of, and is probably one of the best queer representations for young teens out there. It's so humble, it's so heartfelt, and it's just a very beautiful story. Now, I think anybody can expect when something comes out what is so popular, you're gonna get a lot of negative feedback, and it's just something what happens naturally. A lot of people just don't like to say nice things. They like to say negative things, and a lot of people like to get behind those negative thoughts. But I was scrolling through Twitter earlier, and I thought, hey, let's see what's going on in the world of Heartstopper. Let's see what the actors are talking about, because it's been quite fun to see their interviews. And I go on Joe Locke's page, and I see that he's tweeted this. I generally feel so infuriated for him because this is a young guy. This guy has only just turned 18. It's his first acting role, and he has played that role exceptionally. He's done it so well that you'd think he's a seasoned veteran. Instead of people talking about the positives about his acting and what he's done on the show and how he's portrayed this character and how realistic and emotional he's made that character feel, they're talking about what he looks like. People will be actually atting this at him. They'll be talking about him, they'll be searching it in Google, and the fact that it is something what comes up straight away when you type into Google is just disgusting. If anybody else out there is like, oh, it's just an opinion, you can share your opinion. No, this is directed at him. You have everything in your control to say, hey, you may not find him attractive, but that can stay in your head. You don't need to tell anybody that. You can keep it to yourself because it's your own personal view, it's your own personal taste, and that's perfectly fine to have your own personal taste. But when you start putting it out into the world and it's not to gain anything, it's just to be negative, that is when it is bullying. This poor kid has put his heart and soul into a role which has changed so many people's lives already, and grown adults are feeling the need to message him and send him tweets saying that he is not attractive. I feel really bad for Joe, and I hope that he can get over this and he can put all the haters to shame, because he is an adorable looking person. Like, he is brilliant. I'm not personally attracted to him, but that's because I see him as a kid and I am a lot older than the rest of the cast in the show. But he is an amazing young man, and I think that he's going to be a brilliant actor, and I think he's going to put everybody to shame because he's going to wear those Gucci suits and those Armani suits, and he's going to look fabulous. Okay, so don't let people get to you, Joe. I think that you are absolutely brilliant. But then that moves me on to the next thing, and this is something which has really aggravated me as well. And that's when we look at Kit Connor's Twitter. Now, I've always found in the LGBTQ+ that there is a lot of back and forth about what you can say, what you can do, what people believe, and I just believe that everybody should just accept whoever wants to be who they want to be, because at the end of the day, if I want to be me, then that's okay, and I want them to be themselves as well. But if there's one thing that we have found when it comes to the LGBTQ+, is that you should never make an assumption on a person. You should always kind of check with them what's okay to be said. And this is where his tweet is super important, because over the last week or two, you all were having a bunch of people saying that they think he's gay, that they think he's bi, that they think he might be pan, that they might be, you know, anything in between. But at the end of the day, until he says it, you shouldn't be atting him, you shouldn't be asking him these questions, because that's his own personal choice to come out when he wants. No one should be forced to be coming out to anybody. That's anybody's own personal choice. And if he just says that he is straight, he is straight. There is nothing wrong with that, because what he's done on screen has given so many queer kids the courage to come out. So many queer kids the courage just to speak up about who they are, just to talk to their first person. I know I've had a lot of people message me saying that they've seen the show and they've seen me and they just wanted a little bit of advice on what it is to be their sexuality. And I think that's absolutely amazing, because if the show wasn't there, and if Kit wasn't doing what he was doing, if Joe Locke wasn't doing what they were doing, then none of these people will be in that situation. It could be years down the line, they could never come out, they could feel absolutely horrible and devastated, but instead, Kit and Joe have come together to make something absolutely amazing. And if they are as straight as they come, there is nothing wrong with that, because they portray two characters absolutely exquisitely, and I am proud I am so proud to say that they represent bisexuality and homosexuality, because they have done something which so many people can't do, and they have done it impeccably at such a young age, which makes everybody feel like that they could be them. And that is just something which you just can't take away from them, regardless of what their sexuality is. It doesn't matter, because all that should be questioned about them is how good their performances are, and their performances were absolutely exceptional. Basically, that's my rant. I was just super angry to see this, because these guys didn't deserve that. All they deserved was love and appreciation for what they've done. They didn't deserve to be questioned on stuff which doesn't really matter and shouldn't matter, and we should all know better not to question it, and we should especially not be talking about people's looks, because at the end of the day, beauty is in the eyes of the beholder. You know, one person might find someone super attractive, somebody might not find them attractive at all, but that doesn't mean that they are ugly. That just means that they're not that person's personal preference, and that's okay. But it is not okay to go to that person and say that they're ugly. It is not okay to talk about it in such a way where they're not going to think that they don't see it, because that is just cowardly. And I just absolutely hate it. So yeah, I just wanted to get that off my chest, because I love the show, I love the actors, and I think they're amazing people, and they're going to do amazing things. And I think you guys will think that too. And I'm sure none of you guys have done that. But for the people who might have done that and they see this, maybe they'll think different next time, because they're real people, they have real feelings, and quite obviously it's shown that their feelings are getting hurt, they are feeling it, and no one should have to put in that position, especially at their age. Anyway guys, if any of you want to reach out to me, talk about your sexuality, if you want to talk about just general stuff, you want to talk about the show with me, you can reach me on my DMs, on my Instagram, come follow me over there, we'll have a nice little chat. And I'm going to say love, peace and chicken peace, thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next react.